Hey folks, you're about to listen to just a small sampling of the plethora of dogshit posts on this topic. For the full episode that has more posts, plus weekly bonus episodes that have even more awful posts, head over to patreon.com/reportthispost. For just $5 a month, you will finally be guaranteed happiness. Hello everyone and welcome to episode 153 of Report This Post, the podcast about bad posts and bad people. My name is Geiger and that is Christian.
This car is automatic. It's
And
systematic. It's hydromatic. Why, it's greased lightning.
Yeah, it is. We are your hosts with the posts. Every week, Christian and myself or a listener select a different topic and then find horrible posts for your listening pleasure. This week's awful topic, as chosen by awful listener and friend of the show, Rigel, is Greece.
That's right. The beautiful island over there in the Mediterranean.
I would prefer that over Grease the musical. And movie and Broadway show and God knows what else.
It's supposedly television spin-offs, all sorts of good stuff coming out of this thing. A film that I've seen far too many times for reasons still unknown to myself. And a movie that you have never seen, correct?
Never seen it. Musicals are one of the least liked things in my world. In a world of mine where I express severe distaste for a lot of things.
Sure.
Musicals are definitely one of
up
at
there
the
on
top.
the list. Yep.
I can't it's so damn camp and corny, and it takes the kind of person who can tolerate that sort of stuff.
Yeah, separate yourself enough from reality in order to enjoy it. Yeah, I get it.
Even though I have plenty of those things that I have no problem with, but musicals, there's a step too far. Step too gay, really, is what it is. Hey, speaking of that, if you want to take the extra step towards being gay, go over to patreon.com/reportthispost and become a member where you can listen to the full episode of the Grease plus all the other episode topics. You can upgrade your membership to choose a topic, which I don't believe Rigel did not do that. He actually went about it the old-fashioned way, I guess, where he purchased the topic of Greece from reportthispost.com. Click on the button that says choose an episode topic. It takes you to our store where you can then buy the topic. You can also buy shirts. We've had a couple recent topic choices that are coming up on the calendar that are truly infuriating. I thought Greece would have been one of the worst ones, but it's actually one of the better ones, considering some of the upcoming topics.
Can't understand some of the choices people are making.
It has to be because they know that we will not. I mean, one of them specifically said, I have a list of several topics in mind, but this one I'm choosing because I know Geiger will hate it the most. And boy, was he right.
Yeah, that's a really bad one.
That was, boy, speaking of corny and camp, that one. Oh, brother.
One of the gayest things we'll ever cover on this show, for sure.
That's right. It's an episode about Christian.
Okay.
So, now, tell us about Grease.
Sure. Grease is a 1978 musical film based on a 1971 stage production. Mm-hmm. It takes place at Rydell High in the 1950s, I believe. This is off the top of my head. I'm not looking at it.
Okay. Great.
So it's goes around revolves around a guy named Danny Zuko and a gal named Sandy. I'm not sure. Who had a fling over the summer, meet up back again in high school. There's greasers and greaser girls, whatever, and car races, and it's not a great movie to me personally.
But you love watching it. You've seen it 1,000 times.
It's one of those things that it's just it's been on. I've seen it a lot. I saw it at way too young of an age, probably due to some of the content matter in it, and and it's one of my favorite films I've ever. So,
well, speaking of the content matter, we do have several posts regarding that, and I think it's important that you kick the show. Well, actually, before we kick the show off, an announcement here. We've mentioned it before, but I'm mentioning it again. Our 3rd anniversary live show is coming up September 11th, 9 p.m. Eastern on Zoom. We will be there reading posts, and we would love to have you there as well. The only way to do it is to become a patron over at patreon.com/reportthispost.
Great. Please do that.
We'll see you then.
We'd love for that to happen.
On the 20th anniversary of 9/11.
Yeah, so diving in here.
Mm-hmm.
The Australian morning show Today put up a post on Facebook. Sexist, racist, and homophobic. That's what critics are labeling iconic musical Grease amid calls for it to be banned altogether and never shown again. Thoughts?
Cancel culture, huh?
Oh, sure, for sure. A lovely Aussie gal replied, "Welcome to the social justice police state, banning movies, books, speech, statues, history, guns. They have done this before, and over 6 million humans were murdered. Grease may be a minor loss, but is it really? Shame."
Yeah, it may be a minor loss, but it might not be. But also 6 million people, in the grand scheme of things, really not a lot either, when you really think about it. So, what's the big fuss? This is my... More people enjoyed Grease than were killed in the Holocaust, I would say, right? Is that fair to say?
Yeah, you gotta weigh. You gotta weigh the popularity of the two, for sure. Yeah.
I don't know if you saw this just today. The owner of a local bar and tavern called Mermaid. They were at some sort of school. They were at some sort of school
board, something or other.
Yeah, doing it was a big protest about masks and COVID and all that. And the owner of that lovely tavern was saying that this was like Nazi Germany having to wear masks. So,
well,
not what I would expect it out of that place. But
no, I don't like that place for my own reasons. But now I have even a more solid choice as to why not to.
What are your reasons?
Every time I've gone there, everybody that has worked there has been exceptionally rude.
Yeah,
and the food is terrible. They don't pour their beers well. There's just a lot of stuff going on there that I do not like. So there's so many other places to eat and get good food and nice service that why frequent a place that sucks? So
yeah, hearing more and more that people don't like it. And hey, speaking of not liking things, this is user RV22 posted this thread over on movieforums.com. Anyone like Grease? Well, I'm a huge fan of this film. The actors, the songs with a Z, the clothes, the hairstyles, all. What do you people think about this movie? User Caitlin responded, Grease is the word, not. It was cute, but I never could understand the fascination with it myself. And user Yoda responded, likewise. This thread was started back in February of 2003.
Okay.
And I noticed that what was interesting about this is that user Yoda, his avatar is of Baby Yoda.
Okay.
So he is clearly still active on the website 18 years later. I went to his profile. He's 37 years old. He's made over 1,000 threads, over 60,000 posts. When I checked his profile, it said he was last active 1 minute ago.
Just caught him. Caught him.
He signed up for this forum 21 years ago and is using it all day, every day for 21 years on one forum. Is remarkable.
I was gonna say, 21 years online is incredible, but I mean, you and I are damn near close to that as well. One forum,
absolutely. Yeah, one forum is insane.
That's pretty cool. That's wild. I mean, normally you would get burned out on it, right? And especially seeing as how it's movieforums.com of all places. 60,000 posts for 21 years. Not a terrible average.
What are we looking at? It's divided by 21. That's 2,800 posts a year. 240 a month. Yeah. But he is an admin now, so maybe he's sort of...
he's probably replying to a lot of stuff, sure.
He's probably... I bet in his younger days, he was much, much more of a commenter. But, yeah. Wow, that is pretty damn crazy. It's crazy to think that there's like... this database is still recording all that stuff from that long ago. Like,
oh sure, yeah, it's probably set, and it's in some guy's garage. He just goes out there and blows the dust out of it every couple months when he thinks about it.
Oh, one of his first threads ever was check out this trailer for this movie called Death to Smoochie. This is in 2002. Good God.
Shared from Yahoo Movies, more than likely. Yep.
Wow. Yeah, this is a great trip down memory lane.
Memory lane, huh?
Yep. Well, I got had a little Asiatic dinner.
I was gonna say. Well, user Yoda really snagged it. I mean, it just goes to show too. 21 years, you get it on the ground floor, folks. You can really snag a great username. We wish you all the best over there at movieforums.com.
Yeah, go sign up today and with the username Yoda2. See what he thinks about that.
Immediate ban. He's immediately banned. He calls the guy who owns the website. Just knocks you right off the page. Great. Well, good for him. This one's from Reddit. Today I learned that Jeff Conaway, who played Kaneki in the motion picture Grease, was cast as Danny Zuko in the original Broadway version in 1972. John Travolta joined the Broadway cast later and played Duty. In 1978, Travolta was cast as Danny Zuko, and Conaway was Kaneki for the motion picture. User Y'allcat commented, Barry Bostwick was cast as the original mayor of Gulf Haven on the Courtney Cox vehicle Cougar Town.
Great. Thanks for letting us know.
These are truly some of my favorite things where like somebody's like, "Oh, I know." I know an interesting fact. Let me tell you about this. Completely unrelated to the thing.
Bostwick is not a member of Grease
at all. I mean, yes, if this was like where somebody was talking about Rocky Horror Picture Show, right, or Spin City, I don't know, like anything that he would be related to. Weekend at Bernie's, perfect sense. Great, okay.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're gonna have a Rocky Horror Picture Show episode at some point. Another thing that can't imagine.
Ooh, we go to one of the live shows and record it during. Yeah, 2 hours after this episode's posted, you're getting the email. You gotta stop showing emotion. That's the.
You're
showing your hand.
It sounds so bad. The idea of going to a movie theater with those people. Ugh.
Now, when you say those people, Dr. Frankenfurter in triple parentheses.
He is a doctor. Interesting. Dr. Frankenfurter, really?
Yep, that's it.
Jesus fucking Christ. All right. Well, hey, speaking of Jeff Conaway, I found this interesting article from the Hindustan Times about him.
Sure.
Jeff Conaway's former fiancée, Vicky Lizzie, has claimed that John Travolta tried to have oral sex with his Grease co-star while he was sleeping at his house in the 1990s. According to the National Enquirer, she said that her partner was so upset with the incident that it ended his long-term friendship with the star.
Sure.
She said Conaway, who appeared in Grease on Broadway with Travolta before the pair were cast in the film, made the claim in a suicide note. It was left, she said, after he failed bid to kill himself in 2006. Oof. Boy, that's tough.
Oh. Yeah, so, okay. You're leaving your note. Yeah, goodbye, cruel world. I can't stand to be a part of this anymore. P.S. John Travolta tried to suck me off once. Unrelated to everything else, but I just thought you should know. See you later.
10 years ago. I would love to know, because Travolta is famously closeted gay man,
handsy with masseuses and everything. Sure,
yeah, classic gay guy stuff there. Assaulting.
He's into
people.
He's into flying his own planes. Really queer stuff. Yeah.
Which reminds me of a great joke from the old Comedy Bang Bang episode where they were talking about how Travolta's son Jet died, and I believe Sarah Silverman was on the show. She said it's really weird that he named his son after something he likes, and Scott Aukerman said, "Yeah, he should have named his son Men's Assholes." Which it's not to just say men wouldn't be good, to say men's assholes.
Just really drives it home. That seems really blue for Scott Aukerman, really, too.
Yeah, well, this was 12 years ago when the show is a lot more tame nowadays. But anyway, that's our podcast recommendation for the week. Comedy Bang Bang from 2009. Go check it out. Not any of the recent shit.
Don't look at any of the new stuff.
Great.
Really good. Oh, poor Jeff Conaway. Well, hey, but speaking of gay, user Sunshine Steves posted this to Tumblr. Happy Pride. Everyone in Greece is gay. Y'all ready? Okay, here goes. Danny is unlabeled. Sandy is sapphic and demisexual. Jan is bi and maybe a demigirl. Roger is trans and bi. Frenchie is pan. Duty is bi. Rizzo is a non-binary lesbian. Kaneki is gay. Marty's a lesbian. And Sunny is Achillean. Also maybe agender. Hashtag kinda sexy.
Okay. So you start off with Danny being unlabeled, which... Is that gay?
What does that
even mean?
Don't know. I don't know what the majority of these things are.
Yeah.
So,
well, the best stuff is how people are claiming demisexual is now a gay thing, which demisexual just means you have to be interested in someone to have sex with them, right?
Right. You have an emotional connection with them. Correct.
How is that
a sexuality?
How is that anything but just your preference with regards to whatever sexuality you have?
Boy, I don't know. It's so fragmented, and so I guess it's there's a space for everybody, right? But I guess I was gonna say I don't like being attracted to people that that don't like me back, but that's completely untrue because that's the majority of the women I've ever had relationships with. So.
Yeah, think of a couple of them off the top.
Oh, right off the top of the head. Yeah, bang, bang, bang. Yeah, but I don't know.
And Achillean. First time I've seen that word in this context. Does this I have no idea what that means.
Okay, because what it means to me, I mean, thinking of ancient Greece and Sparta.
Sure.
You would think there's some man boy Nope, that's just talking about looking like Achilles. Achillean, also known as men-loving men, refers to a man or man-aligned person who is attracted to other men or man-aligned people. Okay.
So that's gay.
One may or may not be attracted to other genders as well. Okay.
What?
This attraction does not need to be exclusive. It's used in a way to unify under an umbrella all men who love other men, including gay, bisexual, pansexual, queer men, and other M-spec men, promoting solidarity. So it's just, I love them all. I love them all.
Again, not really seeing how that's different than gay.
Yeah, we're just 10,000 years old. That's the issue here. None of this stuff's ever going to make.
I don't think it's us being old. I think it's these people being retarded that say this shit.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But obviously we are old, but that's unrelated to this. Hey, speaking of the movie Grease, user Zshan22223 posted this poll in our musicals. Which Grease movie is your favorite, Grease or Grease 2? Well, Grease won with 452 votes compared to Grease 2's 45. Of course, that seems about what I would expect. Makes perfect sense.
Seems low for a vote, but sure.
User Joan Crawford explained her vote with this. Grease has amazing music and also is super sexist and messed up. Grease 2 has awesome music too and also is way less sexist. The female characters have a lot more agency. If you liked Grease but you're not into Sandy giving up her identity to be with Danny, I strongly recommend it. And user Kev's Dog 97 responded, the sexism is part of why it's so good. It's a period piece.
So you got... Okay. So the sexism and the sexuality of it is the good part of it. That's what... So you got Grease for the fellas, and then Grease 2 is for the gals. That's they made a sequel just for the ladies, so it didn't offend their sensibilities. Good for them.
I guess that's the way it is. Yeah, and that's what makes Grease 2 so bad.
Now, Grease 2, memory serves, that's one of your wife's favorite films? Is that not correct? That
is incorrect. Don't know if she even has an opinion on the film. Really? She does like Grease a lot.
I thought it was... I'm going to have to go back through the archives.
Yeah, please do. Maybe I said it and I was just lying or something, but...
Well, you know what it was? When we did a blotto blather about sequels, and we were both trashed, and
really?
Grease 2 came up. And I believe that was where you had said that it was a favorite of the wifey poo.
Boy, it might even be, and now I don't know.
You gotta be tanked to remember the stuff your wife likes. That's why going shopping for birthdays is such a blast. So,
speaking of my wifey, I told her last week. I was like, "Hey, our episode coming up is Grease." And she was like, "Oh, cool." I was like, "Yeah, you got to get me some posts for it." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Oh, never mind." And then
I thought this could be something we could do together.
Yeah, that would be like something kind of cute. But then the reason why she was confused because she thought it literally just meant the country Grease. So she was just humoring me by saying, "Oh, that sounds cool," because there's no way it does. So then I was like, "Yeah, you gotta find some post words." Like, don't care about Grease.
You're Greek, right?
Yeah.
Like, right? Yeah.
Oh boy, yeah, good stuff. Very good stuff there.
Really fun. Well, here's some more good stuff, kind of in the theme of the last post there. This is from r Ask Old People, which is a very interesting subreddit. When Grease came out in the 70s, did any of you who were in the high school take sides of specific characters, like Team Rizzo or Team Sandy? Even if you didn't, did you see the movie with friends? And the top comment... In 1978, I saw it with a college girlfriend. It was Christmas break, and we hadn't seen each other for a couple of weeks. Right before we went in, while sitting in the car, she pulled her wraparound denim skirt aside to reveal she was not wearing panties. I don't remember the movie very well, but I remember that.
Huh. Great. Thanks for letting it. This is probably the top moment in this guy's life.
Yeah, it just has been jacking off to that for 40 years.
The girl dumped him 3 weeks later, cut off all ties with him. He's been on her Facebook so many times since then, even though she looks like absolute hell.
Oh,
now.
yeah, it looks like dog shit. She's on her second husband.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
He's still
what Jackie's up to.
Yeah, he still tosses a like her way every now and then.
Wonder if she ever thinks about me. Yeah.
Oh man, hey, just someone on Reddit reminded me of something fun. I don't know if you remember this.
I do remember the time I clumsily fingered you while we were watching that John Travolta musical. She's like, who is this?
She's like, I mean, that happened like 8 times that summer with various
between Saturday Night Fever and Grease. And, yeah.
And then 20 years later with Michael and Phenomenon and
getting fingered during Michael. John Travolta is a southern angel in a trench coat. John Travolta doing some sort of accent.
He was at his Travolta-ist with the
that was
ridiculous
really weird.
hair.
Yeah, that was like peak, like trying to hide the fact that he was balding, right? Like that was like
his hair is so big and stupid in that movie. Yeah, he's an angel. This in like the same time as like City of Angels came out with Nicolas Cage.
Yes, it was a weird time. Yeah,
America had angel fever. You know,
there
Bob
was another
Hoskins
one.
was in Michael. How about that?
What was the other one? Phenomenon? Wasn't that one?
That's what it's one I said. Yeah.
Oh wait, that was because that he's
that one he has
right.
some sort of power through cancer or something.
That's right. Yeah, he's like telekinetic. Robert
yeah,
Redford in that one, huh? Okay.
An amiable small-town everyman is inexplicably transformed into a genius with telekinetic powers. I think it winds up being a brain tumor. That's what it was. Yeah.
And he dies, yeah. And then he comes back as Michael. That's what it is.
Made $152 million at the box office. How is that possible?
I mean, it was a different time, man. The 90s is you went and saw movies. That's what you did.
Yeah. Oh God. Do I love that. Let me see. 152. What that is today though. $265 million.
Wow.
For a romantic sad comedy, dramedy, a romantic dramedy.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's. I think probably just a drama, right? Because
what the fuck, man? Different time. It's a romantic fantasy drama film, according to Wikipedia. So
cool.
Romantic fantasy drama. That's all of Travolta's sex life.
His wife was so hot too, man. What the hell's going on there? Man, Kelly Preston or not Kelly Preston? Who was he?
I've always gotten that confused. I have no idea. She just died.
Yeah, like earlier this year. Yeah.
Well past her prime, so whatever. Found this green text post over on 4chan that was included a picture of Travolta right next to it. Be me, be 20, be a stay-at-home neckbeard faggot. Best friend asked me to babysit his daughter. 8 p.m., my buddy and his wife are going out for some fancy dinner shit. She's just in the living room watching a movie, he said. So me and his daughter alone watching Grease. Fall asleep during You Better Shape Up. Wake up to the sound of a car pulling in. I have fucking glitter all over me, so I wash myself off. Looks like I pissed my pants. They come in and I awkwardly say hello. They ask, how was she? And I said, she was good, if you know what I mean.
Oh, no.
And he grabbed me by the throat and threw me outside.
Man, that sucks. It's like the gritty reboot of Uncle Buck, but just
Now that's a movie that needs a good reboot.
It had a revival with Mike Epps. Mike Epps as Uncle Buck.
I guess that's not what I meant.
That is about gritty.
Can't get that grit off of them.
Okay, all right. Now this post, when you're reading it, does one person in your life, like somebody in your friends group, immediately spring to mind? Is like somebody like, yeah, I could see if I left my child alone, like something like this would happen. Like not the molestation angle, but the it's just the most slovenly, stupid like friend you have. Like, I guess if I gotta have somebody watch the kid, it'll be this guy. Like, you know,
I think I am that person to a lot of my friends. Unfortunately, thank God I have 3 of those little rugrats, huh? Good Lord.
Like, he must know what he's doing. Just like coming, like staring at the kid sitting in the middle of the floor. Like, I'm gonna go grocery shopping. Just I'll be back. Like, here's an empty bucket. I'll be back in 45 minutes or so, I'd say. So great.
It works. Kids don't need full supervision.
They do. They learn. That's how they learn, from their environment.
That's how I was learned.
From the TV stand falling on top of them and crushing their skull.
Great.
A Grease post on a green text thread on 4chan is just peak this show, I would think.
Yep, it really is. Did a 4chan episode, folks. Go back and listen to it.
Oh, I think that was another one I was tanked for. So maybe I'll do that sometime. Probably not, though.
Do what? Go back and listen to it?
Yeah.
Oh, I would never listen to one where I was out of it. So there's been a couple.
Yeah, there have been.
Brother. And been a while since we had a good blasted up, I think.
Yeah, maybe the 9/11 episode. That'll be a good. Just do it live.
Oh yeah.
Fuck
Aside
it. We'll
from
do
live
it live.
episodes, yeah, those had a couple good ones there. The best time to have no inhibitions when you can't edit something out.
When you can't edit it, and a bunch of strangers. Dozens of strangers are watching you in your own home. Yep,
and they are waiting for you to say something horrible. These parasites, they are just dying.
Got 8 screen capture programs running just so that they can cancel you. We love you guys. Can't wait to see you on the 9/11 episode.
Yep. Okay.
This article comes from GreekGodsParadise.com, which is some bizarre angel fire-like site where folks log on to discuss Greek gods.
Great.
The title of this article being Secret Meaning of the Movie Grease. High school gang leader Danny Zuko, a demigod and son of Zeus, transforms his girlfriend Sandy into an immortal Greek goddess and brings her back to Mount Olympus in his flying chariot. This statement pretty much sums up the movie Grease. The movie is titled Grease because it parallels classic Greece, the country. Even though Grease was filmed in 1978, the movie was actually set back in 1958. This is like going back in time to a different era. It goes back even further than that by bringing to mind the Hellenistic age, Golden Age. Zeus had many affairs with humans, and the offspring of a god and a human is a demigod, which means that Danny Zuko is half god, half mortal. This is the reason why only half his last name sounds like Zeus. Sandy and Zuko both transform themselves at the end of the film, symbolically represented by Sandy wearing black stretch pants and Zuko wearing the white jacket. Zuko is willing to live as a mortal to be with Sandy. At the same time, Sandy is also willing to become immortal. Zuko wants to take Sandy to the top of Mount Olympus, which is alluded to when Zuko hits the top bell in the Carnival Sledgehammer game. It was like a phone call to the gods. This goes on and on and on into even more detail, which some reason includes bringing in the facts, quote-unquote facts, presented in the Olivia Newton-John movie Xanadu and the 1979 cult classic film The Warriors. So tying all 3 of those in to theorize how this is actually a Greek allegory set in 1958.
Just literally someone said, hey, the movie's called Grease. That sounds like
hey,
Grease.
I got an idea. Somebody that doesn't know Tumblr exists decided to write a fan fiction and pose it as a scientific article of some sorts on GreekGodsParadise.com.
This website looks, it really does look bad, but the funny thing, despite how awful it looks, is that they're all in like outdated. They're still doing all these articles that are like modern clickbaity things.
Oh, sure.
Like 20 Greek mythology movies you must watch. 10 best places in Cyprus for lovers of Aphrodite. 60 allusions to Greek mythology, including symbols. 88 video games based on Greek mythology.
88. Good God Almighty.
Interesting number choice there. I always think anyone that's going with 88's making a bit of a statement. Someone obsessed enough with Greek gods to have a website about it that they are active on and keep updated often. Kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, people have interests. That is one.
Don't care for that.
Many people have. Many people have, and yeah,
people do have interests. And
people do have. Yeah, don't be like Geiger. Don't be interested in anything.
Literally nothing. That's the ticket to happiness for sure.
And when you start thinking that you're interested in something, find some reason that it will eventually lead to your disappointment, and you'll never ever worry about
just go to any website that has fans of that thing, and you're like,
that's right, and then you'll be automatically turned off. Gotcha. That's right.
I was hoping these would be good people that I like, but it turns out, coincidentally,
it's true.
All the people that like things I like are bad.
Yeah, they're fucking idiots. Every fandom is horrible.
Yep.
It's true.
Well, speaking of fans, this one's from Quora. Do you like the movie Grease? And a woman named Heather Singer, data entry clerk, responded, yes, one of the best movies around. How could anyone not like it? I was surprised when I had asked my husband if he'd ever seen it, and he said no. I thought everyone had. The songs are super addicting. I'm constantly getting them stuck in my head. According to Picture Start, a Grease spinoff is coming to HBO Max, and I'm looking forward to seeing what that's about. Here's some other questions she's answered on Quora. Did Danny really love Sandy in Grease? Who starred as Sandy in the first Grease movie? Who starred in the movie Grease? What is your review of Grease, 1978 movie and the 1971 musical? What's so special about the movie Grease? What is your favorite song from the movie Grease? Is Grease the best movie ever made? What are some movies like Grease? Is the movie Grease considered a classic? What time period was the movie Grease set in? How did the greasers in the 50s dress? What cars were used in the movie Grease? Who played Sandy in Grease? And then finally, what TV series are worth watching? And that's notable because her answer was the upcoming TV spinoff of the movie Grease.
Great. You know, again, this lady has an interest. She's found her outlet. She's found her people. God bless her. Logging on to Quora every morning.
Yeah, this isn't really finding her people. This is just sort of announcing to the world and trying to convert as Grease. Many people as possible, I guess.
I love Grease. Yeah, no shit. Real sack.
Data entry clerk, by the way, that's a job that'll be dead here pretty soon, right?
You would think so. Because what are you doing? You're taking a hand-filled form and typing it into a computer, right?
Yeah.
They already have scanners that can do that. Mm-hmm. I think it's just the fact that the people in charge of the businesses right now are old enough that they don't know that exists. So
that's how I got my started as a professional, I guess.
Oh, when you were a paralegal?
Even before that, but that's what led to that, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was 16 years ago, folks.
Working man.
Yeah.
Working man.
Best jobs I ever had were that because I could put on headphones and just type away the most mindless possible thing ever, and I
and just listen to Tom Sharpling and laugh and laugh and laugh and chuckle to yourself.
Yeah, that's how I got into podcasts, folks, and look where we are now.
Going back in time to get you fired from that job.
All right, Hitler, nah. I'm not going to worry about that.
I got one trip. I know where I'm going. Okay. Phasing into the office. Dumping water all over your crotch so it looks like you pissed yourself and leaving.
Maybe that's what most like spree shootings are about. They're time travelers that are stopping future podcasts.
Something else happening. Yeah, that's what Dylan and Eric were doing.